morning, everybody. How are we doing today in this fine, absolutely beautiful Thursday? So happy it's Thursday morning. I wanted to talk today, driving right past the school, my grade school right here, from way back in the day. And I wanted to talk today about a phenomenon that I noticed even way back then. Kind of a mental journey, if you will, that can be an entertaining one, but it's one you don't even notice that you're taking until you've already taken it. Imagine you're thinking about dinner. What are we going to have for dinner? Okay, well, maybe we'll make bangers and mash. Hey, what about that Nicolas Cage movie where he was making fun of Brits and he just started shouting things and he shouted bangers and mash? That was funny. All right, what about that part in that movie, or maybe it was another Nicolas Cage movie, where he had the Declaration of Independence and he was in the gift shop and they thought he had the replica, so they made him buy one, and he didn't have enough cash, so he used his credit card, and that's how they tracked him down. Wonder if people could track me with my credit card. Wonder what Google's thinking about me right now. Google's probably thinking about that weird search I did last night. Yeah, I was looking for how to remove bunions because I saw that movie with that person. She had bunions, and that was kind of gross. You remember that restaurant that had the thing called the Bunion Onion, and everybody thought it was about the foot, but it was Paul Bunyan? How do you make an ox blue? And you get all through this train of thoughts, and you realize, why on earth am I thinking about Babe the Blue Ox, and what about him was blue? And you got to go back step by step. That's right, I was talking about Paul Bunyan, which made me think about Bugaboo Creek Steakhouse and the Bunion Onion, which made me think about that movie because of the Google search, because of the Google knowing everything about me, because of the credit cards, because of Nicolas Cage, because of bangers and mash, because of dinner. Wow! Anybody else ever do that? I mean, I can't think really of any particular time it ever happened to me. I never went on this crazy mental journey and I thought, wow, that mental journey was so incredibly significant that I'm going to write it down and I'm going to make sure I remember it for the rest of my life. No, I can't think of a single one, but I know I've done this countless times. I used to do it a lot more when I was in school, because in school, teacher would be womp, 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 and I would be, I wonder about Turok Dinosaur Hunter. I wonder if I were to, that game's 20-year anniversary just came out. Cool game. Wonder what would happen if I were to take the weapon and shoot it on that. I used to think about that a lot. I'd sit in church and I'd think, all right, I see that big wooden panel up there. Let's take every Turok Dinosaur Hunter weapon and imagine what would happen if I were to shoot that wooden panel. That's not exactly a mental journey, that's more of a mental exercise. But you know what, do you guys do the same thing too? Maybe I'm the only one. I don't know what even to call that. There's got to be some phenomenon. So if you know what the name of this thing is, I'd love to know it. But in any event, go on a mental journey. You have no idea how you get to the end. Just one point, you're going to go, why on earth am I thinking about alien invasion in Pakistan? How did it get to that? And somehow you make your way all the way back. Sometimes you can have it in conversation too. Generally in conversation, it's easier to remember the steps and kind of trace which way it goes. But every now and again, kind of you'll be sitting there talking. Yeah, I did ice fishing back in '82. Wait a minute. We were talking about going to see Led Zeppelin in their reunion tour back in '05 or whatever it was. Well, how on earth did we get to talk about ice fishing? Typically walk around some kind of crazy foibled way. But in any event, if you got a name for that, I'd love to hear it. And